has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that one completes a Keene, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. James White's first carry. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And down he goes is, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tua wants to throw it on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick-6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Dolphins nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
It's now
that'll bring up second down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards, a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers. Just 2 for 7 throwing the football. But he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route. And you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Throwing his Tagovailoa on third down here. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete.
Devontae Parker.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They run for it with Breida. The 20. And all the way down to the 9. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yard attempt. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Dolphins.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. After the run, Newton going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. 2nd on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
29 more yards.
He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, so good they had to name him twice, and he gets a sack.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. I'll get him. Get him. Get him. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. You're not ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So he'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Newton. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll let it go deep for Foster. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An option run with Tua. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Miami.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the locker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Touchdown. Anthony Averett picks it. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Throw left side, complete to Bird. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Rohrwasser's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
20.
Second and 10. Newton again. To Michelle on the screen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Gun. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Express. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
On the return, the Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Matt Breida.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now fourth down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On first down, here's Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
On the carry.
There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And it's Michel once again.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
29 is Mike 29. Hey, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right here. 29 is
Off play action, Newton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
check three, check three, check three. Slam.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Play action. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
1st down, Miami.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this is caught by Jackson. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. A play fake to Michel, now Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Cut. 20. 55, Mike 55.
Go.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 3.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action. Newton. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's... And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now the first throw in overtime for Fitzpatrick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Grant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
First down.
Play fake, it's Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole